right, guys, Rob Caputo here again with Talking with Cars, and we're going to review a product, a name brand that I've reviewed once before. Now, the company is called ETENWOLF. ETENWOLF sells these like really cool portable inflators. They have a bunch of other things that they sell too. I'm going to share that website with you. I saw these guys on Amazon. They reached out to me. Did one video for them for the S6 model, which is a little bit bigger of a unit than this. I'll put that link down below so you can check that out also. But this one's a little bit more portable. It's a smaller one. It's a really cool little unit. I was very impressed with the tire inflator that they sent me earlier. So it did really big tires, you know, like truck tires and big SUVs and stuff like that. So this one's a little bit smaller. It should be able to handle any type of car like an SUV, a four-door sedan, or anything in between. So let's check it out. I'm not gonna waste too much time. We're gonna unbox this together. We're gonna find out what it's all about, try it out, and see how quickly it can inflate a tire from 30 to 38 PSI. And we'll take it from there. This is Talking with Cars. All right, so let's bring the camera in a little bit closer and we can kind of unbox this thing and see what it's all about. The one thing that I was really impressed with the first air inflator was the fact of how it was boxed. I mean, the boxing, everything. I mean, not that it's important to me, but everything is like really well labeled. It's got their contact information, the time frames when you can call them, packaging, all that kind of good stuff. So kind of reminds me of like a little bit of your, just reminds me of like an iPhone packaging type setup. So it's like very high quality. So like, you know, just basically open it up like that. Let's get into it. And as usual, they come with a carrying case. It's pretty cool. That's nice. Excellent. So, and this quick disclaimer, they did send this to me for free because they wanted me to do a review, but I'm always honest with my reviews. If it's a piece, I'm going to let you know it's a piece. But if the first one is any indication of what this one's going to be like, I don't think it's going to be that bad, but we're going to review it. We're going to test it out and see what it's all about. Let's open this up. It's a pretty cool little like carrying case. Let's put this garbage away. All right. So inside there's like a little area where you can store like the needles and all that kind of stuff, all the little accessories, charging cable, all that kind of stuff is in this little bag. So yeah, here's your USB-A to USB-C charging cable. This is the chuck for the wheels, right? Looks like a pretty nice quality one too, actually. So, and it's got an air release on the side, which is really nice. That's a nice feature, right? Because if you're trying to remove air from the tire, you can kind of play with that and you don't have to just unlock this all the time, because that's typically what I do. If this little device is not there, you're just basically like playing with this to release air from the tire and then reinflate it. So, but yeah, look how cute this thing is. I mean, it's so small. And it's got the little accessory kit in the back there. It looks like it holds on there pretty decent. Hopefully they don't fall out. And then you have obviously your pump hose. So yeah, I mean, it's skid resistant on the end. Right? It's got these rubber feet right here so they don't move around, they don't jostle around. It's got a display at the top. Pretty cool. Let's power it up. All right. Right now it's set for athletic balls and stuff like that. You can change the mode by playing with this. Go from, looks like that is, what is that? Car, bicycle, athletic stuff. I mean, this one's like, must be for like big vehicles and stuff like that, because it goes up to 160 PSI. That's impressive. So that's pretty cool for a little unit like this, that's for sure. The other thing I'm noticing is that these little like things are kind of like falling out pretty easy. So I don't know if I'm going to want this in here, just sitting in here. I might put it in that little baggie and leave it in the this large bag right here, you know, on the side here, so it doesn't fall out. So we'll figure it out, or maybe put it in a small Ziploc bag. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these out because I can see these things falling out easily. So, you know, I would suggest for them to kind of like reevaluate this and see what they could do to kind of like hold on to those accessory pieces. So it's definitely a lot more secure. Here's the in for the charging, the USB-C right here. And here's the out for with the USB-A. So if you want to charge any other devices or anything like that, like your phone or whatever the case is, you do have a power source. It does have a light right there. And I believe if you press it again, yeah, there you go. It flashes, and there should be an SOS. Boom, boom, boom. OS. There we go. And then it's off. Pretty cool. So it seems to be pretty standard, right? You could change the units from PSI to kilopascals, bars. So yeah, we're going to keep it at PSI because that's what we know. We're going to change the mode to the automotive, right? And right now it's set to 35 PSI. We're going to set that to 38. So just this plus minus arrow right here. You could basically change it to, let's make it 38.5, right? Just slightly higher than what the required PSI is for that vehicle. And then we'll go to town. I mean, it's fully charged, right? There's a little indicator right there. It's fully charged. So that's nice. This thing's pretty cool. It really is. I mean, it looks like it's built well. I'm curious to see how hot this thing gets. It's got a phone number here, support email. Let's get right to it, right? I'm gonna just double check the instructions real quick, make sure I'm not missing anything, and then we'll get right to it. So something I noticed, you know, in the box, there's a calibration sheet right here. So I thought that was really cool. They actually have a handwritten calibration sheet, you know, for quality control, you know. So that's something you rarely see on these types of products. You know, they tested it on a vehicle. They went up to, they timed it. Tire pressure after 30-second cool down, 34.6. So yeah, 100%. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. You don't see that much nowadays, you know, those quality control cards. So we're going to put that aside. We're going to check the instructions. And it looks like they have it in multiple languages. You know, so we'll only need like a portion of this to read through. And again, like I said before, these are the parts that it comes with. It's the compressor itself, the air chuck, pressure hose, press the valve adapter, inflation needle, high pressure tapered nozzle, the power cord, and just going through the quick start guide. That's it. And I'm curious to see if this has an automatic off when you do reach pressure. So the inflator will automatically turn off in case if it's 3 minutes with inactivity. So to save battery power, obviously, when the charging cable is accidentally disconnected during the charging, 5 minutes of inactivity after being fully charged, 5 minutes of inactivity after being used as a power bank. When inflating over 5 minutes, but actual pressure is still below 5 PSI, and when inflating over 5 minutes, but the actual pressure is above 150 PSI. Hook this puppy up, you know, let's connect this air chuck to the hose. See how easy that is. Easy peasy, right? Make sure you're not cross-threading it or anything like that. And we're ready to go. So let me bring the camera over to the tire. So this is the tire that we're talking about. Currently it's at 38 PSI. We're gonna deflate this so that we're down to 30 PSI, and then we're gonna bring it back to 38 PSI. We're gonna time it. We're gonna see how long it takes with this little unit, right? You can see how small this is in comparison to the tire. Let's turn it on. Let's put it to PSI. Let's see. It's set to PSI, and then we're gonna change it to automotive. And then we're gonna go to 38 because it lost its setting. So we're gonna go to 38.5, we said, right? So 38.5. We're going to connect the air chuck to the tire. And right now we're at 38.7. So we're already kind of at that mode. We're going to remove air from the tire. I love this like little device here on the side. And we're going to bring it down to 30 PSI. Kind of levels off. So we're going to get to 38.5 and we're going to time it. We're going to see how long it takes. Let's start now. Not super loud. Bring the camera in a little closer so you can take a look. Slowing down, getting closer to 38 and a half. Stopped on its own. And this hose is definitely warm, no question about it. So just be cautious, you know, it does get hot, gets warm. We'll disconnect this. That's it. And that's it. So we're good. So what I could do now is, if I really wanted to, I can grab my other gauge that I normally use, right? This one is a Astro AI. Kind of connect to it and see what kind of pressure we're getting, you know, check the accuracy and stuff like that between the units. Let's try to do that now. 38.5, so perfect. It's within like probably 2 to 3 tenths. So it's accurate. Nice little unit for sure. The ETENWOLF, and this is the smaller model, which is the S3, I believe. Let me just double check that, make sure I get the right one. S3 model. So yeah, I mean, it's a nice little unit, no question about it. And it didn't take too long, a couple minutes to pump this from 30 PSI to 38.5 PSI. And this is a pretty big tire. So Nice little unit. Does get a little warm at the hose. I think the accessories in the back, you know, we're going to put that in a Ziploc bag and put it in a little carrying case. And then we're good to go. And then I like how this stores away. You can kind of like put this back like this. Disconnect this accessory piece, right? The chuck. And then you can always put that back later on when you need it. And that's it. You're good. So, Zeypher, ETENWOLF, really good little unit. So I'm going to put the link down below. I don't have any coupon codes. I'm not affiliated with them. Just buy this product on Amazon and I get a little piece of that pie. But yeah, I mean, this is perfect for a car. Put this in the back, doesn't take up that much room, that little carrying case. Awesome little unit, no question about it. So, feel confident about getting this one, no question about it. So, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.